Oh, hi, it's Randy Kelly. I need a haircut, Randy. It actually has been a shitty month, which is so unfortunate. I love October. I'm a horror guy. Horror. I say it like horror. Where are all the good horror films this year? Because Black Phone 2 is like the only one that I know of, and I don't even want to see that. I'm not going to see it. I didn't like Black Phone 1. This is what the video is. This is overrated horror films, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that people love and I don't. Starting with Black Phone. Why was I so excited when that came out? I was so excited to see Black Phone, and I saw it and I was like, wait, no, I don't even like it. And then I rewatched it and I still didn't like it. And I like the concept. I like the kidnapping concept. I think that's realistic and actually scary. But then they brought in this supernatural crap, and like, for me, that ruined it, but I understand. You're talking about, it's literally called The Black Phone. It's about a phone where you talk to like the spirits, right? So of course you have to incorporate like ghosts, I suppose, but no, I didn't like that. I just blinked really hard. Did you see that? Did I have that on camera? I went like Also, why is the villain barely in the film? I felt like Ethan Hawke, who is the antagonist, why is he barely there? Like, that's the best part, most interesting part. I didn't like the Black Phone. Based on the trailer, I can tell Black Phone 2 is going to be the same crap. Like, yeah, it's a different premise, it's a different setting, but like, it's the same spiritual crap. And I'm just like, I'm not for those movies. Watch me like it and I'm obsessed with it. Like, that'd be so funny. And I would honestly admit I was wrong. Okay, so this is a fucking random one. A lot of you probably have not even seen this, but the original Children of the Corn, I don't like that movie. And that's like a classic. Sometimes classics aren't even actually good. They're just a classic. So we kind of just appreciate them for that. I don't particularly remember what I didn't like about it. Obviously, it was just fucking boring to me once again. It probably just bored the hell out of me, honestly. Some of those older films I love. I seriously love a classic. But then sometimes I'm just like, okay, this is so outdated. This is so boring. Like, give me some action. And maybe there just was no action there. So I don't like that. I don't like the original Omen. I don't like the original. I know that's bad, right? I don't love The Exorcist, the original. I think that's really overrated. Yeah, I like the possession scenes, but I don't love most of the movie. And it's like, it's a 2-hour movie. I want to like the movie. So I watched The Exorcist several times and I just remember, okay, they're talking a lot. Like, and I know there has to be explanation because what the hell is happening, but I just felt like it was a lot of talking. And I'm not ignorant to the fact this was like 1973, so this was kind of shocking to people back then, but was it? Because Last House on the Left came out in the 70s. That was fucking crazy. Watch that movie and then come back to me. I Spit on Your Grave. There was a lot of crazy shit on cinema, in cinema, whatever. I mean, I suppose it's pretty jarring to see a young child like going crazy and having her head spin around in a circle. So yeah, that's different. But some of the scenes in those movies I just mentioned are brutal, and they're also just disturbing. Because you see a girl get assaulted in a very provocative way that I mean, that bothers me. That made me feel very uncomfortable. So, and that was like 1972 or something. So I'm like, come on, Exorcist, you really think that's that crazy? Okay, ow. Speaking of classics, I don't like the original Child's Play. I don't. I think it's so bad. I was like watching that. I was like, what the fuck? How did this inspire such a legendary series? I like 2. Never really seen 3, to be honest. It never really intrigued me. 2 was good. Seed of Chucky, I mean, they started getting silly after 2, I think, right? They were like comedy after that. So they're all fine. I just don't like the first one. And the first one's the original. That's supposed to be the best. I tried watching the show as well. I watched season 1, didn't watch season 2. I did like the series. I liked it in the moment, but I wasn't like so obsessed with it that I was like, let's watch season 2. So maybe I just don't find a killer doll that intriguing. Like even Annabelle, like I'm not super into the Annabelle crap, and like that has a big fan base. I mean, I appreciate it for what it is. It's a horror film, so it's not that deep anyway, but like, it's not really for me. I don't like a doll that much. And Chucky got so ridiculous throughout that film series that he wasn't even scary anymore. And you can't even take the film seriously, so you literally just want to see the murders. Like, and that sounds really fucked up, but you know how it is. When you watch horror films, you kind of just want to see the deaths and be like, okay, cool. It's not like the story is that serious. You don't really care about it. That's how I felt. When I was a young boy, I was like, ooh, that's a scary ass doll. But then you grow up and watch the movies, you're like, seriously, that's what I was scared of? Okay, this is a very controversial opinion, and this is probably the least film that deserves to be on this list. Like, it's fine. I just don't love it like most people do. Hereditary. Plain and simple, I thought it could have been scarier, gorier. Give me something more. I didn't like any of the characters in it, really. I guess the mom was okay, but then when she's losing her mind during that little monologue, do you know what I'm talking about? It's the monologue in when they're having dinner and she's screaming her head off and she's like, don't you swear at me, you little shit. Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother. Like, yeah, that was some good acting. That was amazing, Toni Collette, but we already know she's a good actress, so it's fine. We don't need to be reminded. Like, that's not why I like the film. It is some good acting, but but I'll watch it again. I don't mind. And here's what I do like about that movie. I will say, I think there's a few memorable scenes. I mean, if you leave remembering a scene from a horror film, that means that's something to say about it. Like, that's kind of impressive because we've seen so much crap in cinema that it's like, you know, you have to do something crazy to stand out. So yeah, I will say what happened with the little girl was memorable because I was like, when I saw that scene, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of in the beginning. My jaw dropped. I was like, oh. But no, in general, I don't really care for the film, but I will watch it again. Like, one day soon, I'll probably watch it and be like, do I still hate it? Well, I never hated it, but you know what I mean? If a good friend is like, let's watch it, I'll be like, okay. Okay, this next one is something that gets amazing reviews. Every single film in the franchise has amazing reviews. Every person I've ever talked to about it likes it, except me. I feel like the odd one out here, and I am. It's fine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is A Quiet Place. I can't even finish the movie. I have never seen it from start to finish, and I've tried 3 times. I can't get through that film. I can't sit through a movie where they're not speaking. Like, I need dialogue. I didn't even realize that about myself until I tried watching that movie. I was like, oh, Randy, you need dialogue, don't you? Because I was so bored. I couldn't even I think I got through 20 minutes, 30 minutes. They don't speak because they can't. If you know the whole synopsis, they can't. Is my phone moving? And I enjoy Emily Blunt as an actress. It has nothing to do with her. The bitch doesn't even have to speak in the film. So it's not her acting capabilities. It's the whole concept to me doesn't work for me. But love it. Go love it if you want to love it. I love a lot of things. And they've made 3 of them. I think they made a 4th one too. Did they make a 4th one? Or is that only 3? I have no idea these days because I don't follow that shit. I just don't give a damn. I was like, oh, another Quiet Place. Great. Something I won't be seeing. I should really give that another chance. I really think I should sit there and force myself to finish it. There must be something in the middle or at the end or something that like pulled everyone in, the audience in, because if it was that first 20 minutes, I don't know what you're on. Okay, the next one that I've also tried to watch numerous times, and I did finish it technically, but like, oh my god, every time is a chore to get through it, and that is Split, another film that people love. I don't love that by any means. I think it's also tedious, boring, doesn't make much sense. I mean, it makes sense. I understand the concept, but there's these girls kidnapped by a person with multiple personalities, right? That sounds interesting in theory. I didn't think it was. Maybe I needed more fighting from these girls, like that were being held captive. Maybe I needed more aggression, more feistiness. I needed something more. And even the person with the multiple personalities, I didn't think any of those motherfucking personalities were interesting. Like, have some more interesting personalities. Maybe the one dressed up as a female was, maybe, but I also don't want to see a grown-ass man talking like a baby, like a little kid. That was annoying to me. I was like, oh god. Okay, this next one, you're gonna hate me. I promise, I'm still a good person. The Blair Witch Project. I'm sorry, I don't love it at all. Like, I don't like found footage that much to begin with. I don't like the shakiness. I want to see clearly what is in front of me. I want to know what is happening. This is a horror movie. We got to see with our eyes. This isn't really much talking usually. It's a lot of visual. So don't have some shaky ass footage. I don't want to watch that. Half the time can't see what's happening, and it's just not a clear picture in general. I can understand this movie being unsettling. It's unsettling. It's kind of rattling. It's kind of like, ooh, you feel this anxiety. If you love that shit, then sure, that's a movie for you. But to actually see some action occur, it's just all eeriness that there's nothing really happening, but you think it's happening. So yeah, it's psychological, but like, and I like a psychological thriller. I like a variety of films. It's not just horror, just slashers, whatever. But like, this one just did not... It's kind of fun maybe to watch with people, especially if they've never seen it. I could see it being kind of fun because like they're probably on the edge of their seat. They're probably scared. But once you've seen it and you know that it really doesn't amount to much, you're like, okay, well, what's the point of ever watching this again? Even the fucking ending, like the very ending of the film is my favorite part. I think that's the best part. But even that was a letdown because it really not much occurs. And actually, that's what a lot of people love about the film is that they don't show much. They keep it up to the imagination. I understand 100% why a lot of people would like that movie. It's just not for Randall. Okay, why am I giggling? Anyway, the next one, I actually do like it. However, I just think it's overrated. That is It Follows, which I've seen 3 times, and I felt the same way about it every single time. I think I liked it the most the first time, then I rewatched it. Once I knew how big it was, like how many people love it. It's kind of an indie film, but like people love it in the horror community. Once again, it's kind of just an unsettling film, not much. I don't really remember much about it, and I've seen it multiple times. That's a problem. Like, you want to remember things. It should be memorable to you. Like I said, I like it. However, I'm not going to sit there and watch it like every single Halloween, every single year. I'm not going to watch it for like, I do like the music in it. It is very creepy music. I like that. It's very like old school horror almost. Like I love the music in the original Halloween, for instance. That's what made it iconic. And I like Halloween. That is one that I'm not shitting on today. And it is an original concept pretty much. Like maybe not anymore because it came out like 10 years ago and they probably copied it somewhere. I haven't seen a copy of it yet. But the fact that I've seen it multiple times and I can't even remember a lot of the scenes in it, I mean, that's a problem. Like there should be memorable scenes. I don't even remember how the damn movie ends. I swear to God, I don't even know how that movie ends. What the fuck is that about? So that's a problem for me. So the girl that was in it, I didn't know who she was at the time, but she's from Longlegs and she's also from The Watcher. I feel like most people haven't seen The Watcher. I loved The Watcher. I didn't love Longlegs. She's also about to star in a film with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is from Sky High and Final Destination 3. You know the girl that was having the vision in Final Destination 3? That's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. They're about to star in a remake of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, but I think it comes out on Hulu. It's not like a theater film. That I'm going to watch because I like the original and I like both of those actresses, so I want to watch the remake. I'm actually a huge remake fan, surprisingly. Like I don't always think they're good, but like I will watch a remake of pretty much anything as long as I kind of like the original or the concept, because I believe in a remake. Like even if it sucks, I don't think that ruins the original. It doesn't for me. So yeah, those are some films that I think are overrated. For me personally, I did not love them. There's a lot more probably, but I've seen so many things and I was focusing on the ones that are really well known. Like obviously there's a shit ton of horror films out there. There are so many films that I love that have terrible reviews online, like literally a 13% out of 100. And I'm like, wait, what? I love it. And then there's films that did really well that I didn't love. Like a review is just a review. Like what you like. I'm gonna like scary movies until the day I die. That is a big part of my life, which is so ironic because I don't love haunted houses. Like don't invite me to a haunted house. I will not go. You probably won't invite me anyway, but I don't want to go. I've always had a connection with horror films. I think they're just so exciting, but I also love thrillers and dramas and comedies. I like every genre except action. I don't live for action. Occasionally I'll like an action film like Beekeeper. That's action. But yeah, I don't want to be scared in real life. Like I don't want somebody touching me or chasing me. And I know a lot of times they can't touch you, but like they're close, they're breathing down your neck. Like that's the same thing. And I think it's because I went to one as a kid and it scarred me. I just remember there was very scary people in my face. There was a room with body parts hanging from the ceiling. And as we were leaving, Freddy Krueger was standing by the door and I never wanted to go into a haunted house again. So happy October and I'll talk to you soon.